PSLV C4 will also carry Microsat-R satellite, which is an imaging satellite. PSLV C44 is all set to begin its journey into space from Satish Dhawan's.
Railways Minister Piyush Goyal given additional charge of Finance and Corporate Affairs Ministry in view of the indisposition of Arun Jaitley. An official release from the Rashtrapati Bhavan has said on Wednesday. President Ramnath Kovind, as advised by Prime Minister Modi, directed that during the period of Arun Jaitley's indisposition, the portfolios of the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Corporate Affairs held by him be temporarily assigned to Piyush Goyal in addition to his existing portfolios. And the railways will initiate measures to recruit 230,000 more employees in the next 2 years. The vacancies are proposed to be filled in 2 phases. The first phase of fresh recruitment of 131,328 posts will be initiated in February-March this year. The second phase of recruitment of 99,000 personnel against the vacancies arising out of retirements will be initiated after the first phase recruitment is over. The recruitment for 151,548 posts going on. Railways Minister Piyush Goyal said that 10% of these vacancies will be filled in from economically weaker sections.
शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब, ओबीसी सभी के आरक्षण को सुनिश्चित करते हुए बरकरार रखते हुए ये नया कानूनी प्रावधान जो अभी संसद में पारित हुआ है, इसके तहत 10% अधिक आरक्षण इकोनॉमिकली वीकर सेक्शंस के लिए किया जाएगा.
And moving on now to sports news, Shikhar Dhawan scored a match-winning knock of unbeaten 75 runs as India beat New Zealand by 8 wickets in the first ODI in Napier. The win helps visitors India take a 1-0 lead in the 5-match ODI series. India chased down the revised target of 156 runs with 85 balls to spare in Napier. Mohammad Shami bagged the Man of the Match award.
गेंदबाज तैयार भुवनेश्वर कुमार स्लिप के साथ शुरुआत सटीक.
Opting to bat first, the host New Zealand had the worst possible start as Mohammad Shami struck early, sending back both the openers Martin Guptill and Colin Munro cheaply. Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor then tried to rescue the side from the early damage, taking New Zealand past the 50-run mark in the 13.3rd over. However, Taylor's stay was cut short by Yugvendra Chahal in the 15th over, with the hosts reeling at 52 for 3 wickets. With the addition of just 24 runs in the Kiwi scorecard, Chahal struck again to dismiss incoming batsman Tom Latham. Kedar Jadhav and Mohammad Shami then joined the party as they sent back Henry Nicholas and Mitchell Starkner, leaving the hosts reeling at 133 for 6. Williamson, however, continued to show resistance and kept one end safe but lacked support from the other end. While trying to clear the fence in the 34th over of a Kuldeep delivery, the Kiwi skipper misread a ball and offered a simple catch to Vijay Shankar at long on. Kuldeep then put the nail in the coffin, picking the tail enders Doc Bracewell, Lockie Ferguson and Trent Bolt in quick succession to wrap up the hosts in just 38 overs with 157 runs on the board. Mohammad Shami, Kuldeep Yadav and Yugvendra Chahal combined figures read 26 overs, 3 maidens, 9 wickets for 101 runs. Chasing 158, India got off to a cautious start. Rohit and Shikhar stitched a 41-run stand before the right-hander poked a ball outside the off-stump to be caught in the slips for 11. Captain Virat Kohli joined Shikhar and the duo kept finding holes in the Kiwi field to stitch a 91-run stand for the second wicket. Shikhar completed his half-century in 9 innings. Virat missed his half-century by 5 runs to depart for 45. Shikhar and Ambaiti Raidu then took India home under the Duckworth-Lewis method with 85 deliveries and 8 wickets to spare. India crossed the line and the action now shifts to the second Super Saturday. Mohammad Shami bagged the Man of the Match award. Sports Desk, DD News.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. Thanks for being with us.
Founded in 1855, Dharamshala, which literally means the holy refuge, is one of the 80 hill resorts developed in the 17th century by the British. Also known as Mini Lhasa due to the heavy presence of exiled Tibetans living here, it is a perfect getaway for the jaded city souls. The Tibetan influence makes Dharamshala a unique cultural cocktail. This scenic destination is the seat of His Holiness Dalai Lama and has become the center for Buddhist learning.
We like to see everything we can, So that's the reason why. Maybe some want to know more about Buddhism. Well, it's a pity we can't meet the Dalai Lama. We'd like to meet him. I know it's impossible. Well, he was in France a few weeks ago.
But it's a good place to study. It's a good place to get acquainted with many aspects of Tibetan culture. I mean, this is the main draw, I think, for most Westerners who come to this area. There are many, many, many reasons to go different places in India for Indian culture, but probably the Westerners who come here are first attracted to the Tibetan culture.
At McLeodganj, the main suburb of Dharamshala, one can sample the Tibetan culture. Visit the Namgyalma Stupa at the center of McLeodganj. Or check out the large gilded bronzes of her, and the giant prayer wheels are sure to give you an otherworldly feel. You can also get a piece of Tibetan culture to take back home. This town is known for Tibetan handicrafts, thanka, which are painted or embroidered Buddhist banner, garments and other souvenirs. That's not all. Various Buddhist festivals that take place throughout the year will also keep you enthralled.
I'm here staying in Mukotlang, and we wanted to make a day tour and see the area here and see the waterfalls, but also look around for the temples. We've been to the temple in McLeodganj, and just get to know a little bit more about the people, the friendly people, the very friendly people, the area, everything around here.
And before you end your trip, do travel 2 miles from McLeodganj to the beautiful waterfall to experience sheer natural beauty, spiritual solace and a unique blend of cultures. Head for Dharamshala.
Prime Minister Modi inaugurates Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Museum at Red Fort to mark the leader's 122nd birth anniversary. Also inaugurates museums on Jallianwala Bagh, the First World War and the India's First War of Independence. All the 4 museums collectively named Mandir. Cabinet approves the creation of National Bench of the GST Appellate Tribunal. Also approves the landmark constitutional amendment to strengthen the North-East Autonomous Councils. Prime Minister Modi interacts with the BJP booth-level workers, says Congress scuttle economic reservation through the back door. Also hails government's efforts that result in tourism's decline and growth of a development culture. 15th Pravasi Bharatiya Sammelan culminates in Varanasi. President Ramnath Kovind confers the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Awards to persons of Indian origin for excellence in various fields. BJP terms the appointment of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as Congress General Secretary a move to promote the dynasty politics, says it shows Congress President Rahul Gandhi's failure on all the fronts. Also says party is the family for the BJP, whereas family is the party for the Congress. ISRO to launch India's first student-made satellite KalamSat and an imaging satellite microsat R from Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota on Thursday. The countdown for the launch begins. Three terrorists killed in a fierce encounter with a joint team of security forces in Bener village of North Kashmir's Baramulla district in Jammu and Kashmir. And in sports news, India win the first one-day international against New Zealand at Napier by 8 wickets through Duckworth-Louis method. The men in blue lead 5-match ODI series 1-0. Mohammad Shami bags the Man of the Match award. Hello and welcome. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. Our top story: remembering the heroes of the freedom struggle. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the Subhash Chandra Bose Museum at Red Fort on Wednesday to mark his 122nd birth anniversary. He also visited the museum on Netaji's life and the Indian National Army. Mr. Modi was accompanied by C.K. Bose, Netaji's great-grandnephew. In a symbolic gesture, Prime Minister Modi placed Netaji's trademark triangular cap on a display unit. This cap was presented to him by Netaji's family. He also met the members of the Indian National Army and their family members.
सुभाष चंद्र बोस का नाम हमें गौरव से भर देता है, नई ऊर्जा से भर देता है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's tribute to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on his birth anniversary. He inaugurated a set of 4 museums, one of which is dedicated to Netaji and the INA at the Red Fort complex that will now be known as Kranti Mandir. The tradition of inaugurating landmark structures for which foundation stone is laid Minister holds good here as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had laid the foundation stone for this museum last year on October 21st to mark the 75th anniversary of Azad Hind government formed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
जिन्हें सुभाष चंद्र बोस का म्यूजियम लाल किले में इनॉग्रेट किया और आपको याद होगा 1 साल के अंतर्गत ये म्यूजियम बनकर तैयार हुआ है, जहां सुभाष चंद्र बोस की जीवन के काम, देश के प्रति क्रांतिकारियों का जीवन, जलियांवाला बाग, ये सबका बहुत ही विस्तार से वर्णन किया गया है. और अभी तक जो वो आर्मी बैरक्स में छुपा हुआ था तो उसको एक प्रकार से बाहर निकाला गया है.
नेताजी ने एक ऐसी सरकार के विरुद्ध लोगों को एकजुट किया जिसका सूरज कभी अस्त नहीं होता. जय हिंद. वीरता के शीर्ष पर उनके बचपन में ही पड़ गई. नेताजी का एक ही उद्देश्य था, एक ही मिशन था, भारत की आजादी. आज मुझे प्रसन्नता है कि एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के मार्ग पर चलते हुए हम सभी नेताजी की भावनाओं के अनुरूप आगे बढ़ने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं. नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस. नेताजी सुभाष.
Rishi Kumar and Arun Sharma's report, DD News, Delhi.
सुभाष चंद्र बोस.
The Kranti Mandir complex includes Yad Jalia Museum on Jallianwala Bagh and the World War I, a museum on 1857, India's first war of independence, and Drishya Kala, a museum on Indian art. Prime Minister Modi went around these sections of the complex as well. He urged to visit Drishya Kala that houses the finest aspects of Indian art and culture. There are 4 historical exhibitions spanning 3 centuries with over 450 works of art.
This flame, ignited in Kranti Mandir, keeps alive the historical narrative of India's first war of independence in 1857. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the museum, which showcases the bravery and valor of Indian soldiers during this period. It brings alive the role that every section of society played in India's first war of independence. It also shines a light on the forgotten heroes of that time.
मैं समझता हूँ देश के करोड़ों देशवासियों में आज उन सभी क्रांतिकारियों के लिए जिन्होंने अपने जीवन की आहुति दी, इस क्रांति मंदिर के नाम से ही ऊर्जा का भाव पैदा होगा, एक नई श्रद्धा का भाव पैदा होगा
From the use of roti and lotus to send secret messages to lesser known facts about the spark in Meerut that led to the first uprising and the march to Delhi that shook the British Empire, the museum is a storehouse of history.
Mutiny is a very small thing, meaning whereby a few people rebelled against the army. But what started in Meerut by Mangal Pandey, it is spread all around India, right from Maharashtra, right from Peshwas. This can't be called mutiny. Actually, this was the first war of independence.
Prime Minister Modi also visited the Yad-e-Jallian Museum. It showcases an authentic account of Jallianwala Bagh tragedy that happened on April 13, 1919. Emerging on digital frame, it reminded us of the day when British troops fired on a large crowd of unarmed Indians in massacring several hundreds of people, maiming hundreds others. The last museum in the complex, called Drishya Kala, showcases Indian artworks from 16th century till India's independence. Prime Minister appreciated the exhibits, including one on Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore's works. Gurudev Tagore is known as a prolific writer, but also he had a strong link with the world of art. Clearly, the focus of the government is to shine light on the lesser-known historical Delhi. For DD News.
The Union Cabinet has approved the creation of a national bench of the GST Appellate Tribunal, which will be situated in New Delhi. It also approved the signing of an MOU between India and Kuwait on the recruitment of domestic workers. The Cabinet approved a landmark amendment to Article 280 schedule to the Constitution to improve finances and the administrative powers of 10 autonomous district councils. Here are the details.
The Cabinet has approved the creation of National Bench of the Goods and Services Tax Appellate Tribunal, or the GSTAT. The GSTAT shall be presided over by the President and shall consist of one technical member each from centre and the state. The National Bench of the Appellate shall be situated at New Delhi. The GSTAT is the forum of second appeal in the GST laws and the first common forum of dispute resolution between centre and the states.
GST में जो स्टेट के होंगे उसके खिलाफ कहाँ अपील होगी? तो ट्राइब्यूनल में अपील होगी. कई बार स्टेट वर्सेस स्टेट में कोई डिस्प्यूट होंगे, उसकी अपील कहाँ होगी? तो सेंट्रल ट्राइब्यूनल में होगी. इसका रिकमेंडेशन जीएसटी काउंसिल ने किया था और जीएसटी काउंसिल के अनुसार ये आज स्थापित किया गया. इसमें चेयरमैन होंगे, बाकी मेंबर्स होंगे.
Cabinet also approved the signing of Memorandum of Understanding between India and Kuwait for cooperation on the recruitment of domestic workers. The MOU provides a structured framework for cooperation on domestic workers related matters and provides strengthened safeguards for the Indian domestic workers, including female workers deployed in Kuwait. Around 3 lakh Indian domestic workers are deployed in Kuwait, which includes around 90,000 female domestic workers.
इनकी सुरक्षा के विषय में, इनके वर्किंग कंडीशन के बारे में, they need to work with dignity, ये सवाल हमेशा उठते थे. इसी लाइट में चर्चा कई बार चली थी. तो आज ये MOU हुआ है जिसके अंतर्गत उनके नियुक्ति के बारे में, उनके सर्विस कंडीशंस के बारे में, उनके बारे में ये सब कई बार कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करके भाग जाया करते थे लोग, तो उसमें सेफ्टी के बारे में तो कुवैत गवर्नमेंट हैज आल्सो एग्रीड.
In another important development, the Union Cabinet approved a landmark amendment to the Article 280 and the 6th schedule to the Constitution. The decision will improve the finances and administrative powers of the autonomous district councils of Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura, fulfilling long-standing aspirations of the tribal populations in these northeastern states. The Finance Commission constituted will now be specifically mandated to recommend devolution of financial resources to the 10 autonomous district councils as well as the village and municipal councils in the 6th schedule areas. The amendment also provides for constitution of State Finance Commission in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura.
North East के पूरे प्रदेशों में लोकल ऑटोनमस काउंसिल को हम और कर रहे हैं. हमारे पूरी कोशिश है कि आसाम, मेघालय, बाकी प्रदेशों के ऑटोनमस काउंसिल को और मजबूत किया जाए और उसके फिनांस के लिए उनका फिनांस कमीशन बने. ये इसका सार है.
Cabinet has also approved the extension of Delhi Metro Corridor from Garden to New Bus Adda in Ghaziabad, UP. The total distance of the extended line will be 9.41 kilometers. The implementation of the project would provide the much needed additional public transport infrastructure to the NCR region. With Shailendra Mishra in New Delhi, DD News.
Prime Minister Modi interacted with the booth workers from Baramati, Gadchiroli, Hingoli, Nanded and Nandurbar of Maharashtra via video conferencing. This is part of BJP's Mera Booth Sab campaign. Prime Minister Modi said that due to the efforts by the government, Naxal violence has declined over the last 4.5 years and the focus is now shifted to development in these regions.
देश भर में माओवाद का खौफ कम हो रहा है। देखिए, कोई भी क्षेत्र स्वयं को माओवाद प्रभावित इलाका कहलाना पसंद नहीं करता है। स्थानीय लोगों की मानसिकता पर इसका बहुत ही विपरीत प्रभाव पड़ता है। आपको ये जानकर अत्यंत प्रसन्नता होगी कि आज माओवाद पीछे चला गया है, डरता है, भाग रहा है और विकासवाद आगे बढ़ रहा है। हिम्मत के साथ, योजना के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है।
Prime Minister Modi exposed the dual face of the Congress. While the party supported 10% economically weaker section reservation for the general category, it is now trying to challenge the decision in the courts through back door, he said.
ये मांग भी की जा रही थी कि जो सामान्य वर्ग के गरीब हैं, उन्हें भी